He's supposed to be. Yeah, can you pick a logo, drop a logo you think would be for Stay Sharp music?
Take two.
So,
Welcome to another episode of We All We Got. My boy DJ H2O.
Yeah, the one and only. Hopefully he remembers his name today.
Crispy B, there we go, Crispy Brown. Had a little bit of a memory lapse last week, but I practiced. I'm like, yo, my name is Crispy Brown. I practiced that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm ready to announce my name as Crispy Brown and remember it this time.
Almost messed it up again. All right.
This is episode how much?
Number
10?
10 tenors.
All right.
But secretly, the first three are hidden.
They're hidden under wraps?
They're hidden. They can't be seen right now.
All right.
We gotta find them, put that out there. But yeah, you can get episodes 4 to 9 on YouTube.
And where else?
Well, right now you can get. We just popped off on Spotify.
Spotify?
We are Spotify, and right now it's just episodes 4 and 5 on there. I will get the other ones up,
But more to come.
yeah, they will have all of them at some point. They'll be at the same pace, and this one will be on there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Any shout outs though first at the beginning, or no, you want to save it to the end?
Yeah, we'll shout out at it. You know what, we could do a couple shout outs at the beginning.
Shout out to all the people that came back from Caravana safe. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to attend. Not unfortunately, I haven't gone in a few years, but it's a little bit.
Yeah.
I've graduated a little bit from it, but you know what? I'm glad that there's still some revelers. There's people out there that still celebrate the culture. My thing is, I'm just too old to be jumping up and dancing and waving and all that. But I'm hoping that everybody had a safe, long weekend. It's still a long weekend, but hopefully everybody had a good time down there. If you did attend the festivities and enjoyed the culture, the music, the food, the dancing.
I haven't been in a while either, but you know, I was just
What's
thinking
your excuse?
maybe
I gave my excuse. What's your
it's
excuse?
basically the same thing. One night, crowd. Yeah.
Is it the crowd?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just. Like I said, I liked Friday night, so when Friday Young Street was popping, that was my thing for Caravana Weekend. I know a lot of people, our era knows about that and things like that. So that was my Caravana Weekend. That's what I would do.
And you know that we're telling our age when we still announce it as Caravana.
That's all I know.
It's no longer titled. What's it called now?
I don't know.
The Caribbean Festival.
That's what it is.
Like that.
Last time I heard it was
Scotiabank
something festival. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Caribbean Festival or something like that. Well, it'll always be Caravana to me, just like Skydome will always be Skydome. You can call it Rogers Center now, whatever. It's Skydome to me. ACC will be ACC.
There you go. But I didn't hear any news. Thankfully, thank God.
I heard something, but I don't think it had anything to do with it.
Okay.
I think it's one of those, because apparently it happened at like a nighttime, but they're trying to say, oh, the shooting at Caravana. What people saying, well, Caravana was done a long time before whatever shooting went down. Mm-hmm. I don't even think it was down Lakeshore side or something. So
we can't really say.
I'm not gonna attach it to it, because from what I'm hearing, right, it doesn't sound like it was a part of it. It just happened on that weekend.
Yeah.
So obviously, something happened on that weekend, they're gonna try and attach it to it, but which is foolishness, because it has nothing to do with the event, the parade, or any event attached directly to Caravana. You can't really say, oh, there was a shooting at Caravana, right? Like, there's a concert down here and someone gets shot outside the arena down the street. You're gonna say, oh, there was a shooting at this person's concert? No. So you can't really say that with that.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like, I would love my kids to grow up and experience the culture and experience the vibe and experience the music.
We should take them next year.
Yeah.
Family thing. That's how I'll go next.
Or Kitty Caravana. That's another one.
We take them to that. Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. But shout out to anybody that attended the festivities. Again, hopefully everybody came back safe and sound, well rested. I know that there's another work week ahead, but
actually, we should be doing this next year from Caravana, maybe.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? So
that's a good idea.
There's a thing right there. Maybe we will be a part of the festivities all the way through.
We'll be there. WAWG.
But yeah, shout out to another, I guess, successful year. Hopefully you guys can get some money and people will start giving back. True care banner.
Next year we'll go with some swag, some shirts, some water, some food made by and prepared by DJ H2O.
Whoa. That's gonna finish quick one time. 'Cause I know you'll finish
I'll
half
probably
of it.
finish it. That's right.
But all right, let's
get
go.
into some topics,
That was our.
Let's start it off with sports.
You know, that's
One of
what
our
we do.
one of our favorite topics.
Yeah.
If you guys have been paying attention to the news or the sports world, what came in the news this week is Unc. They call him Unc, but we call him Shannon Sharp or Shay Shay, whatever you want to call him. He's been in the news lately, as you guys know, for allegedly, according to the person that's brought forth the complaint of rape. Now, we didn't know the details. Again, there's two sides to every story. The middle ground is apparently it was consensual at one point, but it turned into something more physically abusive, verbally abusive, and this is coming from the complainant. That Shannon Sharp became overly aggressive at one point. And she had audio to produce those facts. Fast forward, Shannon said that, you know what, I'm gonna countersue for these guys basically defaming my character and my name and my reputation. But the settlement was made this past week that both sides have agreed to squash it. We don't know what the dollar amount was that was agreed upon. We do know that the original suit was for $50 million. This is the plaintiff suing Shannon Sharp for $50 million. We don't think she got it. I highly doubt that she got the $50 million, but we'll never be privy to the information as to how much she actually got. I'm assuming it's in the millions.
Oh yeah, it's
right?
Millions.
But me and DJ H2O had an off-screen debate whether or not, if you settle right away, does that say that, you know what, you're guilty? Or does it, you just want it to go away and be out of the news circulation and everybody go on their separate ways? End of the day, again, Shannon Sharp, it's over. He made a settlement to the plaintiff. We don't know what the dollar amount is. She was accusing him of rape, all this other stuff, but his side saying that it was consensual. They went to court for it. They settled behind the scenes, and it's over and done with. But
Yeah.
to your point, what do you think?
So as I said, we don't really know all the details of the case. So our discussion here is not necessarily about Shannon Sharp himself. So, but what we were saying was, does settling say you're partially guilty if you settle? You're saying it does. I say it doesn't, in a sense, because depending on certain things, what's come out, your name, because you know it's easy to get your name dragged through the mud for certain things. It doesn't even matter if you are found completely innocent of it. People will still stick to you and stick that name to you, whatever it is, whether it's
That title.
Yeah, the title of whatever it is you're being accused of. Right. My example was with the Drake situation, him being called a pedophile, which there has really been no proof of actual not, oh, he's hanging out with someone, okay, whatever. But at the end of the day, you need actual evidence that he did something, and there hasn't been any of that. Same way, there hasn't been, as far as I know, any proof that Kendrick beat his wife or was is spousal abuse. No, it's alleged, but I'm saying I haven't heard any concrete proof showing, or even any like a report filed or anything to say, oh yes, for sure. But notice there's no attachment there. So both of them, there's nothing, no proof has been given for both of them. But that pedophile attachment, look, there's no proof, but if you go through the comments and read, people call him that. People actually think he is. There's been, and he hasn't gone to, there has not been no case, he hasn't been charged of anything, no one has even, there has been no victims to come out and say anything. But he has this stigma attached on him. He didn't pay nothing or nothing like that. So in that instance, like, it doesn't matter if you pay or not. Someone can say something, and your name is basically tarnished. Now, sometimes you know if that person's after money it's okay, do I want to go through all of this in the end to still pay them money? But now certain details come out, which doesn't mean anything negative about you, but it's just details about your sex life or something now that you don't want people, or people don't really need to know.
Or you don't want that put out.
Right? That's going to get put out there because of whatever, and now you still settle in the end.
I hear what you're saying. I think the two genres are a little bit different though, right? And the reason why I say that is because in music, or especially particularly in hip hop, you can say the most amount of crap on a song. Not everybody's going to believe that, right? Because we do know that 90% of what these people say in their rap songs ain't true.
Yeah,
right?
no, I get what you're saying. I'm
As
just
opposed
talking about names being sticking to someone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But go ahead, yeah.
I just think that when it comes to Shannon Sharp and his genre of work, right? He's on camera facing the audience every single day. And when he speaks, whether it be sports, news, entertainment, you would assume that what's coming out of his mouth, what he's communicating to us, is actually true. I mean, that's his role. When he's talking to us about sports, he's speaking about facts, right?
Most of the time, sometimes opinions, but yeah.
When he's talking about something that's whatever's in the news, we're taking as verbatim as truth, as opposed to when we hear something in a rap song, it just sounds nice, right? So when he's being accused of something, right, because he's camera facing every single day, and people take for what he's saying and what he represents as truth, you would have to at some point defend yourself. So if someone is accusing me of something, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down and fight that. To me, if you settle right away, there wasn't a settlement right away, but if there's a settlement period, right, and you don't get to discuss, well, this is exactly what happened from my point of view, and let the courts decide what it should be. If you don't go that route and you just want to pay the so-called victim money, it sounds as if you're guilty of something, right? Or else you fight it.
No, I get what you're saying, which makes total sense too.
Yeah.
But again, sometimes people are just after money. Sometimes,
and 100%.
and you know what?
100%.
Honestly, to me,
Yeah.
if someone actually did something, okay, whether it be, if it was sexual assault, or sexual assault or rape, even if it's pedophilia or something like that, okay. To me, if someone did something to you, I don't know, or if someone did something to my child, I'm not asking for a settlement. I want to see you go to prison. That is what I would want. So if someone's willing to settle with that type of crime that happened, that to me it shouldn't look bad on the person who, like, obviously if they did it, you know what I mean, or whatever, but it still looks even bad on the person or the parent or whatever settling for some. If you really believe this person did it, you know they did it, I'm not settling nothing.
Yeah.
Right? As the person being accused, if I did it, obviously I'm gonna want to settle so nothing comes out, get it done, and it could get swept under the rug, whatever. But if I didn't do it, but I know you're after money. I guess it all depends on what I'm being accused of. I'm not saying you settle anyways, just to, because they're after money. No. If you know, like, you have a solid case, like, okay, boom, 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 this is, you'll get found, whatever, not guilty, whatever it is. Stick to it. Don't settle. You do your thing. If you know you got the right evidence, they really don't have anything against you, whatever. But if you know, like, this is gonna get dragged out, even if it's gonna prove that you didn't do it, right? But it gets dragged out, stuff's gonna come out in the media or certain people are gonna get brought up to trial and all that stuff, and you don't want them going through that. I can understand you settling then, like, listen, I know I didn't do nothing. I know why you're here. You want this amount, or you want a certain amount. I'm not gonna give you what you want. If you're looking for $100 million, I'm not giving you $100 million.
I find it interesting.
But you can get something to just, all right, boom, done, all right, move on the way. And that right there, now if that person says, okay, I'll take it, then for me, I'm kind of thinking like, so you're fine with what happened to you. It wasn't that big of a deal what happened to you because you were willing to take money. As I said, if someone committed a crime towards me, I need to see you go to prison, and I should be getting money.
Yeah.
Right? Any of those type of cases, like, it shouldn't be either going to jail or get money. Like, you know, in the end, if this person committed a crime to someone that's really that bad, yeah, they should go into prison, and you should be giving them money too, taking care of whatever their court fees, whatever that is, any medicals, whatever, and giving them money on top of that if they went through all of this type of trauma. Yeah. But
so it was pretty much a civil lawsuit. So he wasn't going to go to jail. It was just a monetary, you know.
Okay, but I'm just saying the name too. Like, we know it's dragged out. His name was dragged, and there's people who are just gonna probably still associate him with it regardless. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of what you're worried about.
That's right. The interesting thing about it is, though, he settled, and then ESPN fired him, right? And that more or less makes me come to the conclusion that they're thinking, okay, well, if you settled, there's some guilt there. That's just.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm thinking that's what they're thinking. Maybe, as opposed to, let's see, because they didn't fire him before. What if he actually did bring it to court? What if he did fight it? He was innocent, and he kept his job. So that's what I'm saying. He, instead of settling, he could have seen where this would have played out.
We don't always get all this information real time. We heard it after, but he could have been fired a long time. They just said, we're just not going to announce it until after you make it, because whatever dynamic that works for them behind closed doors or whatever it is, right? But they could have told him, yo, we're letting you go. But maybe, I don't know, I guess they would have said he's let out of his contract or whatever. But maybe there was a date that, okay, well, we can't announce, if we announce this now, we're going to have to give him this amount of money or this. I know he probably got something, but maybe it would have been worse or more for him to have to take. So they're like, all right, we'll wait, we'll announce this date, we'll tell him hint, or maybe they agreed with him that, all right, this, and this, we're not going to announce it until after this, and then blah, 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 and you move on. So
let me ask you something.
I doubt it was like, oh, it came out and then these guys got on the phone, hey, we got to fire him the next day and said fire. No, that stuff's already dealt with from time. We just hear it at different times.
Let me ask you something. I'm going to throw it on the spot here. Do you think that there is a systemic attack on famous black entertainers right now, whether it be through sports, you know, music, anything? Like when you consider P. Diddy, and when you consider,
I think there's still some sort of attack. It's probably not as out there as we used to see it, obviously, because times change. But I won't say it's not maybe not a right out attack where you see them coming at us, but there's a blockage. Right? They're allowing us maybe to get to a certain level, and it always seems like, okay, when it seems like someone is pushing above to a certain spot, it's like always some type of news, something comes out about these people, and it's like, no one's saying don't release these news, but it's like, I don't want to hear something they did 20 years ago, 15 years ago. Not saying it's still not a crime or whatever, but it just makes you think like, okay, you're telling me this, no one knew about this for 15, or one person knew and they just kept quiet because they wanted to keep their job, or they felt like, I don't know, their name was gonna get tarnished and they'll never get a job somewhere again. No, I'm pretty sure people know stories. And you always hear it in the end, oh, we heard stories, we knew stories, we heard this, we've heard that. And it's like, if so many people know this stuff, why couldn't you come out then? Maybe even 5 years after, 2 years, something like that. So many people know it. There's your case. Come out and say something. Why are we waiting until people build up and then we wonder, oh, this person's a monster. Well, if someone did something at the age of 5 and you don't stop them or tell them it's wrong or try and correct them on it, and they keep going, now they're 15, 10 years into it, they're still doing it. Maybe someone might mention something, maybe, but, you know, it's the only person knowing to say something. Now they're 30. Now all of a sudden you want to get on this person, and now everyone wants to jump it. It's like, well, no one stopped him for how many years? They're going to keep doing the same thing. it's not right. It's not right, but no one's stopping him. No one's telling them, hey, bro, you need to, no, you can't be doing this.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It goes both ways to me in a sense.
Yeah.
At one point, like I always say, in the beginning of something, if you don't stop it, at a certain point, you can't really be mad at the person that continues to do it. Like you can be, obviously, you don't have to accept them or whatever, but you gotta understand, like, no one stopped them, so you need to help them more than to just like, just reprimand them and just knock them down and be, oh, you're a terrible person, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, and I think I've said this, going to your point, I totally agree with you. I feel as if once people reach a certain pinnacle, or once athletes and entertainers reach a certain pinnacle, for some reason you have these shadows that come creeping up specific at that point in time to bring them down. And I find that kind of discouraging, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel as if, is it even worth being famous?
Yeah, that famous. Or even that famous.
Or that famous,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I look at people, for example, like Denzel Washington, that dude really needs to be studied.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the business for so long.
And he's been famous.
For a very long time.
Yeah.
And you can't count on 3 fingers how much times his name has been in the news for any negative publicity. Right?
Honestly, I don't even think I can count on one. I don't think I've ever heard his name.
Me neither, right?
And if it has, I don't even know if it's something true. It could have just been something someone exaggerated about or tried to make a big deal out of it. And I barely even heard dopes. Like really thinking about it, I've never heard anything about Denzel Washington. I hope I never do, and especially, I know the day will come, but we know whenever that happens, I don't want to put it in the air, don't want to hear it after.
Yeah.
You know, he's gone and meet some people that, you know, I don't want to hear stories then about, oh, well, he used to this back in, because, that is definitely what we're not going to have, because it doesn't really matter now.
Yeah. So if you're up and coming and you consider yourself like,
do you want to be big time? Just put your stuff out there now.
A DC actor, thank your blessings they're not an A+ actor right now, because once you reach that pinnacle, once you reach that height, they're looking to bring you down. But I just find it suspect or kind of weird that it's just black folks that are just getting exposed right now.
You'll get the 1-2.
Like you get the Weinsteins.
You get the 1-2 card, yeah. But even that, look, he's still not. He's not getting dragged. Like I don't know.
Oh, he's getting dragged.
I guess no one wants to talk about him, which is also, I guess, a good thing, right? You don't really want to keep putting his name out there and keep him in that spotlight. So that's a good thing. But I know there's plenty more of them. It's just it just doesn't feel like it gets exposed or as much put out there as much. Like you hear it, they'll maybe for a day they'll make a big thing, and then it's just all right. Let's find another story that's bigger. They'll shrink it, and it just stays, and you don't hear anything about it. But anyways, all right. This next one I know nothing about. I heard he got arrested, and that was it. And I saw the Swaggy P video I think he made of him talking about, oh man, how could you do that, man? So I don't know if he was like just getting at him as in a joke way, but yeah. Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, Gilbert Arenas,
yeah. She says they're getting charged for illegal gambling in a place he only rented out. I don't know what happened there. You gotta tell me on this one.
All right, so I guess it was back in 2019. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
But it was past years, right? Gilbert apparently rented out a mansion. These are his words. He rented out a mansion, I guess for his friends or whatever, and then left it alone, right? Already the story doesn't make any sense, but that's the story that he's sticking with. He rented out a mansion, and I guess his friends were able to come and go as they please.
Okay.
But it turned out when the feds were investigating that it was an illegal gambling house or a gambling establishment, right? Now, that is illegal in the States, right? You can't use your home or your humble abode as a place to...
Can't make money unless the government's getting a piece.
100%, right? So the setting was replicated as a casino, right? Where you can come in, make your wagers, gamble on some games. Well, the feds were investigating him for a couple of years. I think it was from 2020 to 2022, I believe, or 2021 to 2022. And he was found, I guess, allegedly criminally liable for holding this establishment for gambling purposes.
Yeah.
So my thing is, why is this illegal, right? Whether he rented it out for that purpose or not, or it's completely oblivious to him, whatever. But if you have your own little place and you invite your friends over to play poker or whatever the case may be, why is that illegal? Who is it hurting?
Well, again, like you said, we don't know the whole story, so don't kill us, just inform us.
Yeah.
But I'm just assuming, like I said, it could have been like, obviously when we are doing, if we do a little poker or something like that, we're not betting extravagant amounts of money. I'm not saying his friends are, I don't know who his friends are that are living in the place. Obviously, if he's paying for the place and stuff, they're definitely not making his type of money. But I don't know what he's set them up with or hooked them up with. Maybe they have money.
Yeah.
Maybe it was big money. That's the thing. Like I said, if the government's not really making money off of you, if you're making money,
Yep.
the government's not getting a piece of it somehow, most of the time it's illegal.
Yeah.
Right? If it's big money, you know what I mean? Even like little things you do, you gotta get permits and this and that, you know? They gotta be involved in somehow. That's the only thing I can think of is that unless there was other stuff going down, because
No, it's
illegal
just
gambling,
gambling. It's just
okay,
gambling.
so
That's
illegal
it.
gambling, the only thing I could, yeah, unless they were charging people to come in, maybe that might be the thing. Because maybe if it's just you have friends over and you guys are just playing, and you have money on the table, I guess, that might be okay. But maybe if you're charging people to come in and that's what they're coming in to do is to gamble and stuff, I don't know the rules, so.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of is be illegal in that way. Is maybe the amount that's being thing. Maybe they were charging people to come in. Because if it's just your friend, I don't know how many friends he had living there. If you had 6 friends, I really don't know how this is an illegal gambling going on with 6 friends playing cards or betting, some type of betting amongst each other.
Yeah. And I want to know why it's a federal thing. Now that seems really extreme. You know what I mean?
Gambling, it's money.
I get I guess they call it Uncle Sam himself down there, but why does Uncle Sam always have to have a hand in your personal pocket,
Hey, man,
right?
even when you win the lotto, you gotta get a piece of that.
I mean, it sucks too because you're just looking for a night of fun, a week of fun, whatever the case may be, and it's almost as if whatever you do, it has to be taken away. You know
Well,
what I mean?
maybe that kind of makes things cheaper in the States because they pay, not every state has taxes, one. So, but Uncle Sam gets a piece of basically everything and all that. But obviously their lottos they do, but their lottos are disgustingly massive. Even whatever's left over is still like 4 or 5 times more than us in one of their Powerball lotto. I think it's the Powerball one, right? Because that's usually like
I think it was like they have like
hundreds of millions that gets.
there was a
I think it got up to a billion.
one a
Yeah,
couple years ago, yeah.
And even if sometimes takes half of it, that's 500 million you're leaving with. That's still more than any lotto we've had. You combine all our lottos together here for one big jackpot, and it's still not coming up to make most likely 500 million.
Yeah.
Right. So I get that they put in, but things are usually cheaper compared to here.
Yeah.
Are cheaper there to purchase and stuff. So it's like, okay, they pay. They get a hand in everything, but maybe that is why products are a little bit cheaper. I don't know. I'm just saying. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Any Americans watching a thing, let us know why Uncle Sam has a hand in everything over there.
Yeah. But it's a serious thing, man. He can go to he obviously paid his bond to get out, but if convicted, he can face a good amount of years.
It kind of sounds like the Michael Vick situation to me, because he got in trouble for the doctor, but it wasn't him that was acting. He just owned the house. It was at his house or something like that. So that's what they're like. Because maybe he was playing.
Yeah.
So and his boys were the ones staying at the house. So obviously that's probably their way of making money, and they had dogfighting going on.
I mean, I guess it's for again the only.
I'm just saying.
I know I'm picking at straws here, but the only thing with that is it's the abuse of animals.
No. I'm saying, as in their part, like they weren't there.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, Michael Vick wasn't there either.
Okay, yeah.
But the same way Gilbert wasn't there, but he owned the property
yeah.
of what's going on there. So they're saying you should know what's going on, which you should try to, But again, they can tell you one thing, unless you're physically there all the time, or maybe you have a camera, which I guess you could, but you don't want to be, you don't want to have that intrusive thing. It's your boys. You should trust them. You know what I mean? But I get, other than the security cameras, but I get. You trust your boys; they're there. You're not going to really be watching what's going. You're playing. You're out. Gilbert isn't, which is
Let's
different.
just say we believe his excuse. Do you really think he wasn't privy to knowing nothing that was going to a place that he rented out?
He might have had a inkling. I don't want to be that type of person.
No,
that's
snitch.
like,
It's okay, snitch.
no, it's not a snitch. I don't know anything. I don't even know him, so I can't snitch. You can't snitch on something you don't know. But I'm not gonna be the one to just be like, oh, he knew. He could have known something was going on. He could have told them to stop. He might have thought they stopped. That's what I'm just saying. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
It's easy to be on the end of, oh, he knew everything. Okay, done. I'm just playing the other side, saying maybe he didn't. Maybe he knew something, maybe not to the extent of what was going on.
Yeah.
Maybe he knew there was dog. They're like, no, dog, that stopped. We stopped that. Again, he could have played more of if he knew something or certain thing, then yeah, you take your bit. I was just trying to say that they weren't, the similarities is just they rented out properties and had people, their boys, stay there, and their boys kind of, they effed it up for them, in a sense, and got them in trouble, right?
I mean, I hope whatever happens to him, like
I hope they
lesson.
can fix that, and there's no,
I hope that there's no serious repercussions.
Yeah,
He learns a lesson, but gotta take it seriously, man. I know he's out here joking.
Yeah, if he wasn't there, if he really can prove like, yo, I had nothing involved in it. It's not even my money. They we didn't even using my money. The only thing money was going towards was the house.
Yeah.
Then I don't think he should be getting a punishment as if he was the ringleader and running it. But he has the big name, so that's what they're trying to make it look like. Probably they may try and make it look like, yeah, you're the ringleader.
And I'm sorry, but the federal government is either completely stupid or oblivious to think that none of these athletes who make millions and millions of dollars aren't playing some type of gambling day thing or games back at their crib on a Saturday or on a weekend.
Oh no, they know gambling.
I
They
mean,
know
come on.
gambling and stuff goes on. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know exactly what these guys were running. Right? They could have been charging people to come in.
True.
They could have been other stuff going on that they don't want to put out there. And I think these feds know the things going on. Remember, they're building cases.
Oh,
This is since 2019, or now it's coming.
Yeah.
In that instance, I get what they're doing, and they don't want to just come up with one thing they get off and done.
Yeah.
Right? It's not. They want them to completely stop, so they have enough evidence. Like, okay, you're gonna go away for a long time.
Yeah.
Or usually it's cooperate with us and
Yeah.
give us some info so we can,
And just like Shannon Sharp, I'm pretty sure Gilbert would be okay.
Yeah.
He has his No Chill Gil thing, he has his podcast, so
Yeah, it's
and
just
he has
funny
other
how
ventures, so I'm pretty sure
Swaggy
he'll be
was
okay. So
getting
it's
that
probably
up.
just a hiccup in his entirety of his career.
Yeah.
But yeah, next one. All right, this is a good one. And I'm probably going to disagree. Maybe we might agree. You never know. Who was more integral to their team? Draymond Green for the Warriors or Rodman for the Bulls? Take out one, which team is still winning at least 4 championships? And the reason why I chose a magic number of 4 is because both of them won 3 prior to their superstars or whomever coming to help them win 3 more or 2 more, whatever the case may be. So one variable for the Jordan Pippen scenario was if Pippen and Jordan still were able to win, if Pippen and Jordan were still able to win at least 3 without Dennis Rodman, right? Curry, Klay Thompson, and Durant, I'm assuming, would still be able to win 3 more without Draymond Green. So, do you agree or disagree? What's your state? Do you think that the Bulls would be still dominant without Rodman? Do you think the Warriors will still be dominant without Draymond? What do you think?
Bulls had Jordan.
You think Jordan and Pippen would be able to win still 6
Bulls
without Rodman?
Had Jordan.
Okay. So no question. Do you think they'd be still fine without Rodman?
Determined man in the game. They would have gotten 3.
Yeah.
They had 3 before him. They would have gotten 3 somehow. They would have found someone. They would have found someone to play the Grant, Rodman role, whatever it is.
Even against that series against Utah, remember that battle between Rodman and Karl Malone? Rodman pretty much held him in check. I-
Yeah,
I
he got
even
him a
think-
little bit, but Carl was able to kind
that
of
went to
sustain
a-
a little bit,
Yeah.
and I don't think Rodman really got at him as people would think. I think by that point Malone kind of knew. I remember they had the whole wrestling thing too. Remember they were fighting WCW and NWO thing. They had that too, right? So they've had their battle. So
And didn't I go to a 7-game series?
no, Jordan never went to 7.
You went to a 6-game series?
Disrespect. 4-2.
4-2. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I think honestly every series Jordan won has been except for the first one, it's been 4-2.
Yeah.
There've been 6. They've gone 6 games. Except the first one against the Lakers was 5. They won it 4-1, and then after that it was 4-2, 4-2. Yeah, 4-2, 4-2. I think basically.
I wouldn't put a 100%, and I know it sounds probably blasphemous, but
Okay, I'll
I
give you 90. I'll give you 99.
I'll still give Jordan and Pippen their credit, but to win 3 more back to back to back,
Maybe
that would be
Utah
kinda
could have
difficult.
gotten maybe that last one.
Yeah.
Maybe because they played twice, they might have been able to figure something out. Maybe I can give you that, but
Yeah.
I still think they would have done it.
because I don't see anybody on the Bulls holding Karl Malone. Luke Longley?
No, but I'm saying we don't know who would have been replaced there, but they would have figured, they would have found the right person to replace, or been there instead of, I guess, Rodman. They would have found someone.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, and Jordan would have whipped them into enough shape to
Yeah.
play their role properly. Now it's Warriors. I know a lot of people. Okay, let me say a lot of people. But some of the people I know say Draymond was a big part of them because of his, not necessarily the scoring and stuff, but his management on the court.
His leadership.
Yeah, and his direction, his screens, and all that stuff. So,
But you put in KD with Clay and Curry.
listen. Yeah, if they had KD and say Draymond was gone,
Yeah.
and they still had KD, I think they're still winning.
Yeah.
They're still winning. Draymond is still a big part, but he's a big part that needs them for him to be a big part because of they're big guys. They're big role guys. So he's feeding off of them. He still has his, I guess he has the right mentality, and that's what he was going off of.
Bulls team versus the Warriors.
Bulls.
Now you said, let me finish. Hold on a second. So you said Jordan's never been to a game 7. Is that serious?
Bulls in 6.
Don't be disrespectful.
Bulls in 6. Don't be disrespectful.
Don't be disrespectful.
Jordan's got 6 fine without going to a 7. Why am I all of a sudden going to give him a 7 because the Warriors?
You really don't think a Curry, Durant, Draymond, they're not bringing that Warrior team to
that's
the
their
game?
best bet. They're their best bet to bring the Bulls to a 7 game.
Who's holding Durant on offense? Who's defending? Don't say Pippen, yo. Pippen can't hold Durant.
Find someone. We don't.
Pippen can't hold Durant.
We're not worried about the one guy that's gonna shut this person. It's not. It doesn't work like that. That's why you have role players. That's why you have other guys on the bench. This is why I keep trying to show people. This era nowadays is just the one-on-one. Oh, this guy can't stop this guy. It's not about one person stopping one guy.
Yeah.
You got to have a team. That's what the 12th, the 11th, 10th man. That's 6 fouls. That's what 6, 12. That's 18 fouls you got sitting on the bench there. Put their ass in and put them on him.
It would definitely be a good battle, especially between Draymond and Dennis Rodman. Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
That'd be a match for the decade. I don't see them winning in 5. Definitely
I'm
not a sweep.
I'm not
Six
giving
to
a
me.
sweep.
6 to me is borderline
A
disrespectful.
sweep only happens if Golden State's missing everything and the 12th man or the 13th man on the Bulls team is dropping numbers. Then you can see that's the only how a sweep would happen. And you know that's not happening. Golden State ain't missing every shot. So yeah, I'm not gonna go as far as say a sweep. Yeah, 6 or a 7.
Yeah.
6 or a 7. I give you that. Right? But remember, that's 4 guys against, I won't even say it to you because Rodman is not even a scorer. Draymond's more of a scorer than Rodman. So it's literally 4 against 2.5. Okay, 3 and 3/4 against 2.5. Because Draymond's a scorer. As I'm saying, between him and Rodman, Draymond's more of a scorer. He's dropped more points in a game Bulls Rodman, not Pistons Rodman, obviously. Talking about Bulls Rodman, right?
Yeah.
Rodman's points were rebounds.
Yeah.
That's what it was reversed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So in that aspect, points wise, that's Golden State would be able to obviously would be up there because they got more pure scorers on that team, obviously.
Yeah.
Just in the lineup with those 3 to the 2, right? Because you'd say Jordan, Pippen are pure scorers. Harper,
Harper was a bad man back then. Especially on his
he
Cleveland
was
days.
even because was he there for all 6? Yeah.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there for all 6.
The last 3 he was there for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't there. I don't even think. Okay,
He was. I'm pretty sure he was there for Phoenix.
Okay,
Or
Google.
did he come after?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I know he has at
We'll
least-
give him 3. I'll give him 3. He was known for defense a bit too, right? So
Defense and offense.
I know they had Kerr, so they had scores too. Bulls had scores.
Yeah.
They just weren't magnified as much as bench scores are now.
Yeah.
Right. But
Off topic, I still think Paxson was one of the greats
yeah.
on that Bulls
Yeah.
roster back in the day. I'll even put him past Steve Kerr. That's my personal opinion.
Like I said, I'm giving 6.
Yeah.
I can see 7 going. If someone wants to say 7, I'm not gonna. I'll argue for fun, but I'm not gonna say you're wrong or really be like, "Oh, you're an idiot for thinking 7." Yeah, no, I definitely can see it going 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's hot and this and that. Yeah.
I
But I got to go off of
I don't
my
know.
6-0 record of not going to a game 7.
Yeah.
So playoffs, yeah. If they were in the same conference and playoffs, regular playoffs, yeah, you can go 7. I see 7. Jordan's done it a couple times.
Yeah. I can see it going. I can obviously see it going 7, and I'll concede that I can see the Bulls taking it if Curry has an off game. If Curry has an off game, that's the only way that I'll concede.
You see, we're beating up Curry. Curry will make sure Curry's not a factor. Don't drive.
They would have to
Don't
double
drive.
team.
He better sit outside and just shoot out. But even then,
Yeah.
you're getting a body put on you somehow.
All right.
You're not just dropping easily. Sorry, bro.
Fair
Sorry
enough.
for you, Curry.
Keeping with sports, but also kind of a random. I got a question for you. All right. So if you're a bench warmer, all right, and you're going back to your home city to play, right? So say you're a bench warmer for the Toronto Raptors, right? And you're coming back to the Scotiabank Center. Would you buy out a row for your family and your friends to come see you pretty much bench warm for 48 minutes?
And this is already a known fact.
Yeah, it's a known fact.
Yeah,
What's the
I'll
point?
buy him tickets because if there's a
Fuck no, you're not gonna see me sit on Pine for 48 hours.
okay. I gotta know exactly my bench position. If I'm a 6-man,
Far
yeah.
left bench. That's their position.
If you just want to go to a game, I'll buy you tickets. Don't say, I want to see you play. No.
Would you flat out tell them, like, listen, I don't really play. You could come and watch, but you're not gonna see me suit up and shoot a couple. You still buying tickets for them?
Yeah, if they're like, hey, we want to come to the game tonight. We're like, all right, cool. Well, how many tickets?
I'm the opposite. I'm like, yo, come to another game, man. I'm not gonna invite my.
So then why be a ball player? Why even be on the team? That's like, why even do it?
Exactly.
Okay, so that's stupidness to me.
If
I'm gonna bust my tail. I'm gonna bust my tail.
I'm
They already know I've gone through this process to make it. They know I'm in the NBA. You know I'm on, but now I'm gonna be all embarrassed because I'm not playing.
No, I would honestly say, I'll be honest. I'm like, listen, honestly, guys, I'd feel embarrassed. You guys are gonna come.
We're not there for you. We want to go see the game.
I'd rather
get over yourself, bro.
I'd rather you guys come when I know I'm actually.
Get over yourself. I'm not coming there to see you. I'm not coming to see you.
You know that your friends are gonna rib you if they see
I'm
you
ribbing you regardless. I don't need to be at the game to rib you. I'll rib you regardless, bro.
No, we need a poll. We need a poll. If you're a bench warmer for a basketball team or whatever sports team. Right?
It's a difference if I'm like, yeah, I'm starting, and then I find out, oh, I'm being on the bench, and I told you guys I'm starting, and now
That's even more embarrassing.
Yeah, but then
but if I know I'm
then
going,
I would find a way to not make you come to the game because it's like, oh yeah. But if I know I'm the bench, I come off the bench, whatever. But fuck, I'm in the NBA. It's a great thing. If you want to come to see the game, come see the game. I'm not stopping you. Like I'll use my link. That's the hookup. You come see the game. What's the point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's difference if they're like, oh, we want to come. We just want to see you play. That's different. Okay. Like if they don't really care for the sport and they're really just coming to see you play to show support, I'm like, you know what? You don't need to do that because you're probably gonna be bored because I'm probably not really gonna get to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you probably won't have a good time because you're not gonna know what's going on. You may want to leave at some point. You know what I mean? But if they still in the end, it's like, no, if they want to experience it, they never gone. Who am I to deny?
Of course.
You know what I mean? I'll let you go, but for me to be embarrassed because knowing my position, like as I said, if I bragged and I went about like I'm this great guy and
about to get exposed now.
and I'm all on the bench now. That's a different, now I'm gonna scramble to save myself maybe, like hey, oh tonight's not a good game, oh I'm hurt, I got hurt myself, I got a little leg injury. Come to another game. That's different then. But if I know my position and they know that. And they just want to come to a game, really. Yeah. They'll show the support, but they really just want to come to a game. Like, we've been fans. Like, we grew up together, fans of this team.
Yeah.
I make the team now.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not going to deny you to come to a game, you know what I mean? And I know you'll roast me regardless if you come to the game or not, you know what I mean? Like, I go back to the locker and I'll see all the text messages. Bro, we watched.
If I get a text from a family member after the game that says "good game," I'm giving them the middle finger.
I'm not even responding to you.
Good game, champ.
I'll delete it. You'll just see something that says "deleted from everyone."
It's funny to see because when I went to a game a couple months ago with the family, right?
Yeah.
And I saw people to the far left. What's the white guy's name again that plays for the Raptors? Randy Dick? What's his name again?
Grady Dick.
Grady Dick. Sorry. And he was injured. But I heard people in the stands saying, "Yeah, Grady." I'm like, if that was your family member and they saw you just riding bench for the whole entire game, I'd feel kind of ways. You know what I mean? If I'm getting paid millions and millions of dollars and you're my family and you come to see me play and I'm not playing, I'd feel kind of odd about that. So my opinion would be I would wait till I know I'm getting a starting role and then invite my family and friends over to play. Especially if you have like a girlfriend or a wife and you have kids and they're like, "Yo, Dad, we came to see you play and you're not playing." They're gonna go home or go back to school and tell their friends. And the friends will say like, "Yeah, your dad didn't play. He was riding pine the whole day."
Yeah. But I've been like, what did your dad do all day? I'm pretty sure my dad made
Good
money
comeback.
than you.
Good comeback.
Riding pine all day, so that's okay. Your dad busted his ass and still didn't make as much as my dad. So
all right,
who's the winner now?
Keeping with sports, we gotta talk about this, all right? You wanna bring it up, the WNBA?
You bring it up, I can't see.
Okay,
Right now.
so
What's alive?
the WNBA has seen some, I wanna say jokes this past week, but it is kind of serious. Now, whether you want to laugh at it or say that this is going to be a growing trend, you can discuss. But this last week and a half, there were a couple games where a few shenanigans happened. The first one was where, I guess, two teams were playing, and one of the female players pulled the weave off of another player, and it fell on the ground. They had to stop the game. The girl had to run to the back, get her weave replaced back on her head, and then the game could resume afterwards. To me, that seems a little bit too much. I personally don't think that WNBA players should be playing with weaves. I mean, it's not a sport, or it's not an environment to show off your body, to show your beautiful hair. I mean, to me, it's ridiculous, right? So I found it comical when I saw that thing flying on the ground, and I'm pretty sure the people in the stands found it funny. Now, the part B to that was Someone that was ridiculing the WNBA player with having a weave fall
Yeah.
off, they got kicked out of the game for making fun of them. I found that complete 100%. Look it up. They got ejected. The fan got ejected from the game for making fun of the player who lost her weave on the court. All right. There's so many things going on there we can dissect. I feel as if, like I said, weaves shouldn't be allowed for WNBA players to wear. That's number one. And number two, how are you going to kick out a fan
For heckling.
for heckling? I mean, yes, the player probably took it seriously and they were embarrassed, but
That's
crazy.
Listen,
that's crazy.
I'm not gonna say they shouldn't wear weave. You know what? If you want to, blah blah blah. That's on your choice. But sorry, games shouldn't stop.
Stop. Like it stopped.
Yo, dash it to the side, get the sub someone in.
Yeah.
Then if she wants to have to go or whatever, or you know what, dash aside, keep playing the game.
Yeah.
Because I know you've never seen the NBA, but if a man was playing and they had a toupee on their head or some shit like that,
They wouldn't
and it
stop the
falls
game.
off,
Yeah.
you're dashing it to the side. We've seen games where the shoe falls off.
Yeah.
You need your shoe to play ball, but someone will throw it to the side and they'll keep playing until either someone calls a timeout or someone maybe makes a foul to stop it, whatever. But if your hairpiece came out,
That's your
game
fault.
should not stop. That's your fault you didn't have it in properly.
Yeah.
One, I don't know why, again, as you said, don't know why you want all this hair. Doesn't that kind of weigh you down? But anyways,
But the messed up thing is they waited for her to get the fix and come back. Like that's
and if you
that's
get
time and money, man.
and for a sport that's trying to get people to that,
Struggling. Yeah.
that's just giving the haters so much more ammo
That's right.
against you.
That's right.
Because all they're gonna say is you'll never see that in the NBA.
That's right.
Yeah, you see a lot of delays, but not because of that. Not because some man's toupee came off or hairpiece fell out or I don't know, their spray on got smudged or something. Like
That's crazy, man.
that's crazy. And then the fan got ejected.
Ejected.
For making fun.
For making fun of
Haven't
that.
we heard them? We obviously seen the videos in the NBA where fans have said something and yeah, they've gotten ejected because the player may have said something to them or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's maybe something maybe derogatory about the person or maybe their child. I don't know. But your hair, like, what did they really say for them to get your hair fell out? Ha ha. Like,
Well, I don't know.
It happened.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're making fun of something that happened.
And the
Other
thing-
people are saying things, just maybe making up stuff about someone, but this happened. That's what I'm making fun of you about.
Yeah. I mean, going to your point, this kind of it discourages more people to not probably go to the game more and invest their
Definitely
heart.
for that.
And also, it makes the league look more like a
Joke,
I'm sorry to
which
say
it
it. It
shouldn't,
looks like
but
it looks like a joke. You know what I mean?
It's
I
hindering.
don't know. And then later on in the week, a fan, took the liberty to throw a dildo, a green
saw
dildo
that.
on the court.
I heard about that one.
Now, obviously, that's a safety.
That
thing,
you
but
should be getting taken out.
You could be
thrown out
get
for.
kicked out for that, and obviously, it's a safety.
Throwing
hazard for
anything,
the players.
yeah.
The players can trip and fall on the dildo. Fall on the dildo.
No, you get hit someone in the face while they're
Hit
playing.
someone in the face, you
It
know what I
doesn't
mean?
matter. Like regardless of what it is, I know it's funny because what it is, and it's a WNBA, right? That's why they threw it because they wouldn't throw that at the NBA.
Right. So that brings into question. That's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
Is the WNBA, in your opinion, has it become a joke or a farce?
You know
like
what?
No one's taking. Is anybody really taking the WNBA seriously?
Sitting here, just thinking about it now, I think this is what it needs to go through to get better or get bigger. Because I'm pretty sure at some point the NBA was looked at, not NBA, but just basketball was a joke. Was looked at as a joke, was laughed at, was just looked at as a little something on the side. Because remember, we saw the Canadian Heritage commercials about Naismith and how they laughed at him. They were like, how maybe we should always get out the peach baskets, and they laughed at him. And so at some point, whatever you start out doing, I know I know basketball, it's different because basketball was a whole sport starting. This is just a league, but within the sport, right? But it's still something starting, especially even when the NBA became maybe NBA and started up, getting professional and all that. There's gonna be jokes. People like what you're seeing in front of you isn't the top obviously isn't near what it is now, wasn't what it was 10 years after it started, 20 years after, 30, it just progresses and got better. It took time.
Yeah.
NBA got time. That's the thing. We keep thinking, oh, well, they started how many years ago? Okay. When did the NBA start? When did the NBA really really be out there? The 90s, 80s, 90s, and now.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, and NBA started what, 1950 something? So 50 years it took. WNBA started what, mid 90s?
20, mid
2000,
2000s,
2000 maybe? Like the WNBA I think was like 2000. Okay, they're only 20 something. They still got another 25 years to go. Shit can change around. Maybe this little bit here that people are laughing, maybe this might get people to start, they might start taking themselves a little more serious.
See, I kind of think
and
that...
try and clamp down on the foolish stuff going.
Yeah. I really think 25 years in, this stuff shouldn't be happening. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what we think, but if people aren't taking you serious,
yeah.
stuff's gonna happen. Like, I mean, yeah, it's weird that now, like, it's never happened as far as I know. Right? Maybe it's happened in the NBA game, we just don't know. That's, you know what I mean? But they don't report that too. Maybe, I know it was put out there, but maybe they could have, I guess it's hard now because anyone can figure out what was thrown. But if they could have kept it hidden that it was a dildo that was thrown, that might have helped a little more, just knowing an object was thrown on there. But
and then this whole thing with I think a week and a half ago, a couple of weeks ago, they were wearing shirts during the WNBA All-Star game, saying that pay us what you owe us or something like that.
Daddy, gotta stop with that stuff.
I'm not laughing at that. Like, when they wear shirts that says "pay us what you owe," what do they honestly think they're worth as far as what they bring to entertainment? Like, I get the whole Caitlin Clark movement.
But that's the thing.
I get the whole Angel Reese.
But no, but they're killing themselves there, right there. Like they're making NBA marketing moves when you're not there yet. You shouldn't be marketing Caitlyn and Angel Reese like we've said this before, against each other as like enemies. You're not there yet. Your league is not to a point that you can do that.
So do you think,
they need to have them, like I said, like
do you think
Magic and Bird. You need the rivalry, but they need to maybe not be best friends like that, but like not make it seem like you guys don't like each other. Maybe you do like each other, but you're not. I don't see anything showing that, hey, yo, we're cool with each other. It's really just competition.
But maybe that contrast and building that rivalry between them two is actually, like you said, good for the league. Like, you need something there, right? Maybe something like that is actually needed for them to gain popularity.
Yeah, but it needs to. But again, with the whole women and coming together, women need to be coming together and not show this. Yeah, it's just like kind of in the music, how you have women, but they're being pitted. There's not a lot of them, but yet they're getting pit against each other. No, like as women, yes, we can do it, but I'm saying them two need to come out in a way to show that yes, on the court, F her. We don't like each other, but off of it, we're cool.
Yeah.
I think that's making the rift because you don't have a strong, you're not even making money. So to have this type of rivalry now where people aren't going to watch because it's Angel Reese, because they don't like her, you're hurting yourself. You're not making money. You need to market everyone as, not maybe as Caitlyn, but like even with, like we talked about with wrestling. Yeah, Hogan was the man. Caitlyn can be your thing, but you need to be showcasing the other girls too. The way it looks is it's just Caitlyn, and that's it.
Do you think they're underpaid still, WNBA players?
And so, see, that's the thing. What is it?
Because
you got to be making money to really get, like, we're not making money here. Like, who are we gonna be if someone comes and I'm underpaid? Well, yeah, you're underpaid. We're not making money to pay anyone. Your league's not making money to like make significant payments to you. You're not drawing in that type of money. And if you're gonna cry for that, you need to be a person to say, hey, I bring in for my team. This is why they need to market a star for each of their teams. Find a star and you market that person as their star for the team, so then they can draw in people.
Yeah.
And you're drawing in money. If you're just Caitlin Clark, everyone wants to watch for Caitlin Clark, and she's not going to be, I know she's not on every week, every game. There's periods where she's off because she's human.
Yeah.
She's going to have off games. So then what? Now no one wants to watch the league because she's off, and it's not Caitlin playing, so I don't want to watch you because I don't like Angel Reese. I hate her.
Like,
You can't do that. You need to market them as a rivalry, but a rivalry where now when they go out places, oh, the girls are seeing them together. Like, oh, okay, you know, like they're friends, they like each other, or this is what we want to aspire to be.
I think
I could be wrong, but
yeah. I'll be honest with you. I haven't watched a full WNBA game like ever.
recently I haven't. I've watched a
Okay.
few back before.
So, are they underpaid? I will actually say yes. As far as athletes, just being at a professional athletic level when you're playing in the big leagues, WNBA, NBA, MLB, NFL. And I think the average contract in the WNBA is under 100 grand. I've heard somewhere that somebody's making like $73,000, $80,000 a year.
Oh, you got it, yeah.
To me, to play at a professional level in sports when you're risking your body day in, day out, and a lot of these athletes, whether you're a male or a female, it's not that they only play during the regular season and then that's it. They're training their body, they're keeping their body in peak state year in, every single day, right? So it's not just during the regular season. So as far as them getting paid under, let's say, 6 figures, I think it's underpaid. Now, are they NBA contract worthy? I'll still say no.
No.
You know what I mean? Because just like my boy said, you don't have that much stars in the league to pay out all those players a substantial
You're not
amount.
bringing in the
You're
money
not bringing
to
in the
get
money
to
like
that
that.
level. Like these guys are, yes, these NBA guys are making money, but the owners of these teams are the ones got money. They're bringing in revenue. The stars are bringing in revenue.
That's right.
They're bringing in the money that can come back towards to pay them.
That's right.
So that's the thing. Yes, you may be being underpaid. Fine, yeah, you train your body, but if you weren't in the NBA yet, you would still have to do all that off-season training and all of that to get there, or the WNBA, whichever one. But for you to, like, maybe you should be making more money, yes, but again, if you're not the one that's helping to bring, as much as the whole Caitlin Clark thing, whatever,
Yep.
if she's bringing in money, then shit, yes, she deserves what it is that she's helping to bring into the league. Now, if you market everyone different, or not different, but like together as superstars in your league, you will help it grow. You got to do small bits. You got to have, okay, whatever city is here with the WNBA, market their players to the city a certain way, or more, or I don't know, like the NBA, I know they give money, but maybe it's not just the money. Maybe you need more of an attachment, not just All-Star Weekend. Okay, you bring 1 or 2 of them. What's that going to do? After All-Star Weekend is what now?
And the funny
You
thing,
got to have more of that. Off-season stuff, you got to have more little events where it's NBA, WNBA. You have a female star, you have a thing star. It doesn't always have to be a Caitlin Clark. You bring someone else.
I think it's also expanding the market a little bit. Like you look at certain places and you're asked, well, why don't they have a WNBA team? I think if they add more popular cities, like say for example a Boston WNBA team.
Toronto's getting.
At Toronto and well they do have a WNBA,
Yeah,
right?
they have one,
Well, yeah. Shout out to I forgot. I don't know what the Toronto team's name is.
Yeah, it's getting right now.
but
I haven't heard the name in a while.
yeah. Shout out to them expanding in Toronto, but my Miami team, right? When you have a Minnesota team, I don't know the city of Minnesota like that, but you look at it like, why does Minnesota have a WNBA team, but Boston doesn't? When it's a basketball town.
Could be other sports teams competing against, right? I know there's LA and all that. I know they got, but there's a difference there. LA is LA. It's Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like I get it's probably easier out there than maybe Boston, because Boston might more just be they got the Red Sox. They got well, they had the Patriots. Maybe now might be the time because Patriots are kind of off.
Yeah.
They have Boston Bruins. They got the Celtics, a WNBA team now.
I think it could work.
Maybe, but that's the only reason I think maybe with Minnesota, they don't, even though they have sports teams, those sports teams aren't dominating.
Then you could say the same
So
thing.
they may be able to feel like, okay, maybe a WNBA team. Again, it probably has nothing to do with that. It could just be who had money. Maybe there was a person in Minnesota, an owner who had money and said, hey, I'm get a team for my city. Maybe there's no one in Boston who wants to.
I would love to see how they actually map it out though, because just alluding to your point, like Toronto, for example, we just got a WNBA team. Our teams are borderline struggling, sometimes successful, however you want to put it. But before they introduced us of having a WNBA team, I really didn't think there was a market here for that, right?
Oh, there was a market. Is it big enough to sustain a WNBA team?
We'll have to wait
Maybe
and
at the
see.
time they didn't. Maybe that's not what they felt. Maybe now they feel like, you know what, there could be sustain enough. Maybe they see, okay, the revenue needed to sustain a team is manageable now compared to maybe, I don't know, 5 years ago. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it made no sense to jump in then because, hey, are they even going to be around in the next 5 years kind of thing? Yeah. So like now maybe, okay, Caitlin Clarkson now, they got a little bump. All right, let's jump in on that. That's probably what it is now. Maybe they saw that and like, okay, let's jump in now and get in on it. So hopefully they can, I'm praying and rooting for the Toronto WNBA team to succeed.
Yeah. I mean, we're rooting
whatever success they're looking for.
Yeah. And again, we're rooting for the WNBA as a whole to succeed.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
Not just the Toronto team, but the league in general. I just don't see how in forever they're going to be able to compare themselves to the NBA. I don't think that'll ever.
And they don't need to.
Call me sexist or whatever you want to say.
They don't
but
need to.
I don't see it ever being on a pay par.
Make your own league. That's the thing that I think they got to make kind of. You're basketball, but you're not NBA. You're WNBA.
That's right.
That's who you are to me. But before we jump on that quickly,
Yep.
I just want to know who were your, or I don't know if you have any now, but favorite WNBA or just female ballers.
Cheryl Swoops is the one that sticks out in my mind. I think she was an OG back in the day. I felt that she really carried the league. And
oh yeah, the Houston Comet days.
Yep.
Didn't they win the first 3 titles of the WNBA or something like that?
She went on to become a
Tina
successful
Thompson.
coach. Tina Thompson, she's another one. So I'm going old school. I'm going Cheryl Swoops to answer your question. That was one of my favorite WNBA players to watch when the league first was inaugurated.
Two.
I know one of them. But go ahead.
No, you don't.
Okay, go ahead.
I know who you're going to say. That's your girl. That's not my girl.
All right, go ahead. Who are we talking about though?
Huh?
Who are we talking about?
I know you're talking about Candace.
Candace Parker?
That's not my favorite.
That's not your favorite? Okay, I thought it was gonna be
That's
one
yours.
of. I thought it was gonna be at least one of the two.
I respect her game. No, I'm not knocking
She's
her
won a
game.
few. She's won a few chips, but you gotta.
No.
You gotta respect her. Game.
I like her game. She's a great player. She wasn't my
One of the goats.
my number 2.
Yeah.
My 1 and 2. She's not my 1 or 2. But I'm not knocking anyone who has her there.
All right.
Mine were Shamika Holtzclaw.
Okay.
She played with Washington Mystics and Dawn Staley.
Dawn Staley,
Woo! That was.
She's an OG as well.
Yeah, those are my 2. All right. What we got? Where we going next?
All right. So you want to bring up the next topic?
It's not gonna let me do it. Watch. Yo, you see that now? See how IG got now? Oh, they're live now. You have to have 1,000 followers to go live.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't let you go. Whatever. We'll get there.
Okay. Jinx.
We'll get there. We got 875 more to go, but we'll get there.
You're close enough.
We'll get there.
All right. We're gonna bring it to the family this time. All right. We're gonna keep it nice and sweet and bring it home. Say you're on.
Run it up.
Say you're on your, I guess, so quote unquote, your deathbed, right? What would be the last words of advice or wisdom you would pass on to your family? You have to pick.
I don't know if I have any words of wisdom.
You have
for
to.
them.
You don't have any words of wisdom?
Hey man, stay black and die.
Stay black and die?
That's all you can really do, man. Like, no, but honestly, just live life and just go for the moments you want to go for, man. Sometimes just take the chance on something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moments you just like, oh, I shouldn't do it because some type of embarrassment you think might happen, or because you think you're the only one. Oh, I can't do that. Certain stages in life, certain points in life, I understand, but when you get to a certain age or a certain point, it's just like, yo, just do what you gotta do, man. If no one else wants to do it with you, hey, do it yourself. Just enjoy life. You want to be able to say, yeah, I did that, and not look back and be like, damn, I should have done that. Why didn't I do it? No, man, just go and do it. You know what I mean? Just like when you went to that strip club by yourself for your birthday, man. You just gotta do it, man. You just gotta do it.
Listen. Shout out to Manhattan. I'm still gonna shout them out. Wherever the owners are, shout out to the strip club out in Rexdale Highway. Highway 27.
Yeah.
Manhattan Strip Club. YOLO.
No more.
whatever it
I
is.
think it's a building car dealership. I don't know what it is now, but yeah.
But on my deathbed, I think I'm along the same lines. You know what I mean? Like, we're not old. I wouldn't consider myself
Older.
old, right? We've both experienced some things, gone through tribulations, gone through a lot of joys. We've had beautiful families, you know what I mean? Or we have beautiful families. I think the only thing that I would say would be you gotta really stand on, I think go with your first decision. I think that's my main thing, right?
Okay.
Don't spend so much time thinking about, okay, well, this is gonna happen, well, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Think about it, obviously give it some good thought, but I think run on that gut instinct that you initially feel. Because if you let time settle in too much, or if you let time pass too much, that goal or that dream or that push that God was trying to tell you, it eventually becomes drowned out or silenced, right? So my word of advice would just be go on your first instinct, think about it for a little bit, but don't second guess it because it came to your train of thought for a reason, right? So that's my little bit, that's my little quote unquote YOLO advice.
Yeah, man. Take adventures.
Yeah. Don't think too much.
Live life.
Don't think too much.
Think enough.
Yeah,
Don't overthink. Think enough.
I like that. That should be
Don't
on a
think-
t-shirt.
just Try not to think.
Think
overthink.
enough, but don't think too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Don't take our idea. We're putting on those shirts right now. Okay.
Yo, we gotta
mark
patent
it down.
that. That's a new shirt.
That's our quote.
Amen. All right, time for. Do you have anything else?
No. Let's get into these weird
Bring
things
in the
here.
next one. Go.
We do a random weird thing you did as a kid.
You go first.
Nah, what's this that you did?
No, you go first. Don't embarrass me first.
Yeah, you have to.
No, embarrass you first.
Embarrass me. I have no embarrassment. Did I do a weird thing as a kid? Probably. I just don't remember what. It might have been weird to other people. I may not have thought it was weird. So
All right, I'm pretty
in
sure.
that aspect, I don't know. I used to twirl my hair, man. Just sit there and just
You used to twirl your hair.
twirl my hair, man.
How long was your hair? Like this.
It wasn't long. It was just any little bit of a little afro hair.
I've known you for so long right now.
Yeah, but I was a kid. By that time, it
I
stopped.
can't remember you having hair, to be honest with you. I seriously can't remember. You've been bald for like the longest time.
Wow!
No, seriously,
Even man's in the back are laughing.
At least I could come to the forefront. I had hair. Like I have pictures to prove that. You know what I mean? I like the half for the fro.
Man's is hating because I used to keep myself looking decent. That's
what
what he's trying to say.
I had the MC Hammer hillside. You know what I mean?
I
The
thought he was
slope going
Gumby.
down.
I thought he was Gumby. I thought it was Bobby Brown. Listen, he wasn't.
I honestly.
Bobby Frown.
Bobby Brown. My weird thing is, so yours was twirling your hair?
Probably. Okay. I was the only child, so I probably used to just like have wrestling matches with my stuffed animals and stuff, you know, or play basketball. I used to put up one of the nets, those sticky ones, but they wouldn't stick to the door all the time because it's probably like wood or something. So you'd have to tape it.
Yeah.
Man, we playing ball, having ball games. What?
Inside the room?
Inside the, no, it's like the hallway. I'd find places depending. In the basement, there was like, so like say there was like a piece of the wall that would stick out kind of bit, and it'd be flat here. So that would be like a net, and then maybe over there would be, so like that would be my court. And I'd have two teams and I'd pretend and go. Obviously I knew which team was winning, the team I'm on. But you know, go back and forth and play, or have the net stick up.
So growing up, when you were in the kitchen, when you were in the kitchen or in the bathroom, you had your sock or your toilet paper. Did you say Allen or did you say Jordan?
Kobe. Either one.
Either one. I'll touch on
I do Jordan or the Kobe because you know at one point it became Kobe.
Yeah.
Kobe. But yeah. Oh, anywhere. That didn't matter. Ball happened anywhere. Any doorway.
Trust me.
Is a net.
Oh yeah, trust me.
You know, any brother knows that. We all know that.
Definitely. And you can make anything. Like I had my laundry basket as a net. Throw some socks in there. Obviously the garbage can, the classic.
Someone walking. That's a defender to you.
Dunk on
Gotta
them.
go around them. You gotta give them the fakes every now and then. Foul.
Weird thing that I did as a kid. This wasn't actually. You know what? To be honest with you, I actually did this up until I met Karen, my 20s. Very weird, but I used to grab a blanket. Don't know how, I think certain things are passed on from generation to generation, like from your parents and onwards.
Yeah.
But I used to grab a blanket and rub the blanket on my eyelash or my eyelid until I started to cry. Fucked up, it sounds completely odd, it sounds completely weird. And even till this day, like, even when I'm with Karen, for some reason, I have this weird, can I say fetish? Is it a fetish? Don't worry, it's not XR rated.
You made me cry.
Even till right now, like I'll rub my eyelash on Karen's elbow till it actually tears come down.
So just go like that?
I don't know. I don't know. It has something to do with my past life. I don't know if somebody tried to assault me with the blanket and whoosh, cut me in my eye with it. Don't know what it is, but yeah, I have an eyelash fetish when it comes to
that's
a blanket or something like that.
It feels kind of nice.
Another thing is,
I can understand it.
No, you don't understand that.
No.
You know those cuticles?
It's like massaging, mate.
What do you call those?
Unless I'm not doing it rough.
What do you call those strips on your fingers? The things that peel off. Cuticles? Is it cuticles? You know when you have.
Well, no, I don't know what strips off my finger.
There you go. Don't act like you have a perfect pedicure.
No,
man.
but
you know the things that peel off here, and you have to peel it off sometimes or cut it.
Your hangnail or
Is that what they call it? Hangnail?
Sometimes you get that on the side.
No, not the hangnail. The little strips that come off of here, bro.
Oh, your skin.
Your skin.
Your skin. No, I don't know. I guess whatever. Yeah.
Same thing. I used to get a blanket, same thing, and then rub it until it starts to bleed.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I have no suicidal thoughts. I promise you. I'm perfectly fine. But weird things I did as a kid. The light skin thing. Probably wasn't a dark skin thing, but it was definitely a light skin thing. So all those people back in the day that have or still have those blanket fetishes, right? Like me, post it, let me know so I'm not the only person standing on this island, right? But we'd like to know what your weird kid fetish as a kid was growing up.
It's not weird. It's weird to other people, but in this community, it's not weird. It makes you who you are.
That's right.
It makes you your individuality.
And that's why till this day I can't sleep without a blanket. So there you go. All right. What else do we got next? Random stuff.
Oh, this is the one we were supposed to go last week.
What was it?
If your significant other got hired at the same place you worked at, and there was a role that entailed them being basically your supervisor or your boss of the department you're in, would that bother you? Could you deal with it? Can you handle it? Or is that a no-go, like, nah, I quit, or you gotta quit?
Couldn't deal with it. Couldn't do it.
Really?
Couldn't do it. Couldn't do with it. And I couldn't do with it because you'd be a boss at work, and I know for 1,000%
It's already exists.
you would bring that to home. So
It's already at home.
It's already at home. There you go. So to have that, exactly. So to have
You're bringing it to work now.
Exactly. So to have that 24/7 on a loop, I'll go crazy. I'll go crazy. So, and then another thing is, what if, one of my coworkers have an issue with the way that you're managing the department, and I kind of agree with them. I'm like, you're damn right. She's not treating us right. Damn it. Like, how do you approach
You're gonna
that
go to HR on her? You're gonna go to HR on her?
That's right. You're going to HR? Well, I'll walk with you right there. But how would you deal with that? You know what I mean? I couldn't deal with it personally.
Could I? Again, like you said, it's just bringing home to work. But I gotta look. I could.
What
I
if you
could.
punch in front of your coworkers?
No, I'm going to HR.
You're reporting her.
We're at work. This is what you want me to do, right? You want me to treat you because if I go to work now and I slack off and don't do anything and thing up, and people are gonna be like, oh, why is he allowed to do that? So you're gonna have to treat me like another employee. I'm gonna have to treat you like another boss doing something I don't like or doing something wrong. Now, if you show me up and if you say something about my work,
But I'm not to show you up. Just telling you what to do.
no. If you say something about my work and it's a proper criticism of my work, cool. But if you dig in or you make any gestures that's about our marriage or whatever, and you're using that to get at me while we're thing, I'm going to HR. I'm treating you just like first off, why are you talking about my personal life? You know nothing about it. You're gonna tell me, oh, I'm your wife? No, you're not. You're my boss. You know nothing about my personal life. You are my boss right now. That's how I have to treat you. Your role, just as I can get in trouble, you have someone above you too, so you can get in trouble just the same. But I'll have no real issue with if they're good for the role and that's their position. Hey, do what you got to do. As long as you know you work the job properly. I'm not going to make it more difficult for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to slack off at work or do anything extra, you know what I mean? Like that, but.
I love you, Karen, but I know that within the year, one of us are getting fired.
No, yeah.
Like, hands down.
Yeah.
I know one of us are getting fired. Something's gonna happen. She's gonna blow up at me. I'm gonna blow up. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out. I quit. Something's gonna happen. And then we have to deal with it at home. But as long as at least one of us is keeping the job there, that's cool. But one of us is definitely getting fired. I personally wouldn't be able to deal with it. She would be an amazing manager, an amazing boss, right? She would do good in that role.
Yeah.
I just don't think that it would be sustainable
Now,
in a contained environment.
Now, if it's something where I'm really into and like say I know stuff, like I know my shit about it, and she ends up getting a role that's higher than mine because maybe business-wise she's good, but
She's good at that, yeah,
maybe
I
or
understand.
there's one aspect she's good at that isn't my aspect, then
Are you correcting her on the spot?
then I might have a little bit of an issue just because if I feel like if I really do know more for that in that position, and then it might bother me a little bit because like what the hell, like,
Oh, I got it.
or like she's trying to correct something but she's wrong, and I know it's like the right thing of it, and it's like, or if I have to keep correcting you or helping you in that role, then I might have not necessarily issue with you, but I might have the issue that why, like, I'm helping you all the time, like why is this person, regardless of who it is, why is this person in this position?
Yeah. Could you work with your wife regardless of position? Would you be able to work in the same spot with your wife?
Yeah, like there'd be certain things where I'd have to like, we might have to like be separate to do, you know what I mean? Because whatever, but in an overall aspect,
Yeah. I would be fine with my wife working with me, working in the same location as me. Or working the same business, but to work
side by side
for 8 straight hours.
That's a different one.
I don't know how
You might
that's-
need that gap.
Everybody loves their spouse, but to work with someone for that long, that would be.
Yeah, I want to be able
That'd be an
to
issue.
tell you something that you didn't know, because if you're with me all day, there's nothing for us to really like talk about or have a difference of opinion, or that you don't already know now.
Yeah.
We're not going to rehash the same thing we already spoke about earlier, even if we're on the same side of something. Like, I don't want to bring it up again. Yeah, man, earlier, it's like, how are we talking about this again? I want to hear something new. I want to hear something fresh. You know what I mean? So yeah, like the same. We're in the same company, but different departments. That's kind of cool because it's like, oh, I get an ear in what's going on over here.
That's right.
You kind of get an ear what's going on over here, and we kind of can work together and move ourselves up in the company. right? You can look at it like that. I know a lot of people want to look at the negative side of that, but there's a lot of positives that can come out of that, you know what I mean? But
A lot of
yeah,
positives.
right side by side, yeah, that will definitely have to be like, we starting our own business, because then that might keep me more like, okay, we're both doing this is our thing. It's not like, why am I torturing myself to work beside this person for someone else to make tons of money off of it,
Could be
right?
lots of benefits. Though.
So,
Like I'd be saying, yo, Karen, lunchroom, utility room, let's go.
hey,
I'm just saying that.
the benefits.
We can do lunch or we can do lunch, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
lots of benefits to that. What do we got next, brother?
All right, so speaking of your significant other being your boss now, say she wasn't your boss now, but now she started growing body hair. Is that a turnoff? Or are you like, yup, let me braid your hair, sit between my legs, let me braid your hair.
Shout out
Your belly hair, your titty hair, let me braid it.
Shout out to all our island women out there, right? I mean, and there's a reason why I say that. So,
Oh, not just I.
not just island women. We went to Jamaica, and you know, there were females there, especially in the, you know, when we went to the pool. Other people from again, people come from different countries.
Yeah.
So I just can't say shout out to all the island. Like people come from all over the world.
Yeah,
right? But I do know that in Jamaican culture, like they're not as they don't put too much self-awareness as far as armpit hair is concerned, right?
Yeah.
Or completely shaved legs, right? Here in the United States or Canada, it's a big thing. You know, they have commercials for it. You know, where they shave, and we look at it as a sense of being clean and hygienic and looking attractive and whatnot. It's not seen as important in those other countries. To me, is it a turn off? Yes. You know what I mean? We can't be rubbing legs under the sheets and you're scratching or curving me up.
I think you're rubbing your own leg.
You're not giving me a tattoo with your hair follicles on my shins or on my arm. You know what I mean? Like I like it nice and shaved.
But it's okay for you to give hers? Because your legs may not be, if your legs have the hair on it, now you're scraping up her legs.
Listen, we're males, okay?
know,
we naturally grow hair more.
I mean, we're humans. Women grow hair too.
Yeah. I mean, is it a thing? Like if your woman is letting it hang and she's letting it grow, I would say some. You know what I mean? Like if it's on the arms,
Yeah.
if it's on the legs, yeah, yeah, I gotta say something. The goatee, the hair starting to grow here. You said hell no?
I can't even the face. No, we're not goateeing. There's none of that. No deep mustache. I know mustaches happen.
Yeah, so
But there's a point where it's, even though there's one there, you still don't see it. Like if it's pronounced, that's when.
And it is natural as women age.
It's natural. I'm not saying it's not.
As females age, when they get into their older golden years, they do develop hair.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a part of the aging process. But for me, I'd have to say something like if that's the route that you're going, I don't know if you could be seen in public and you're wearing skirts and you have hair all over here and you just I gotta draw the limits.
You better be wearing one of. It better be wintertime and you wearing one of those. What they call them, the pusheisties or whatever they call them, the baklas or whatever it is. You better have it covered up.
Yeah.
And listen, if you want to, I'm not saying don't. That's your choice. Just saying.
No, you're saying
I don't gotta walk
you're
beside
saying
you.
don't.
No, I'm saying if you want me to walk with you,
Yeah.
that might have to get taken
That's to be
away.
trimmed out.
Hey, listen, if you want to do hey, I know there were girls who during wintertime, they don't shave the legs. They let it grow until whenever I guess they feel the need to start showing the legs again. then they'll thing, or they just don't shave it as much, as often, right? It might grow a little bit longer before they shave it or whatever. That's to each his own. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna stop you from that. Face has got that. That's something you don't always you don't cover up really. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
don't come out the house looking like Wolverine.
I already got this covered for us. I got the facial hair covered.
Yeah.
I don't need you to do it also.
Yeah, and I think it sucks because we hold women to a certain physical standard, and as men, I'm pretty sure they hold us to a physical standard. But
of course.
I think there's more pressure on females to sustain a level of
Some they bring on
attractive.
themselves,
or some girls
because
just don't care.
They feel like like sometimes when they say, "Oh, we do it for guys," or "Oh, guys," no, you know what? Really, the makeup. Some guys, yes, there's guys who have to have makeup. Those ones are the foolish ones to me. I don't think you don't need the makeup. Even if you want to put a little bit to balance out your skin tone, I get that. You know what I mean? But you don't need a whole lot of that. And all the other stuff and that you say you do for the guys, listen, you don't even need to do all that. Guys is basically simple. You don't even have to do all that.
Yeah, it's really simple actually.
The dress, the skimpy dresses and all that. We love it. We're not going to deny you to do it, but to think you have to do it to get guys is what kind of guys you trying to get. Not saying all those guys are asses that only go for girls that are skimpy, but I mean, if you know you're getting hit on and you're covered up mostly, or you feel you're not looking at your best, and mans are still checking for you, you don't need to be all, I gotta get dolled up now. You can enhance this. Obviously, you're gonna go out with them, you're gonna dress different. You're not gonna wear the tracksuit that he picked you up in, but you wear something different. But
And
you don't need all of that all the time to get the attention of dudes, And back to the hair thing, just to say, a reason I don't have that issue with my wife, because she don't grow hair. So I've been spoiled and privileged to non-hairiness our whole basically relationship. So
I mean, and there actually are cultures that the females aren't actually required to shave.
Hey, man.
I mean, again, to each his own.
Exactly.
But for me,
This is my own. This is our own.
So for me, there's a limit. Right? For me, there's a limit. If we gotta maintain ourselves as men and meet a certain, physical expectation, I think that it's fair that a female should also be of that same expectation, right?
Oh yeah.
But I just don't want to be carved up. That's all. That's my little spiel. My little spiel. All right, what else we got?
I think we got one more.
One
You
more?
said you have
A couple
two here,
more.
but do you want to go on both of them, or do you want to save one, or you want to do both? I don't mind doing. Well,
The addiction?
honestly, that one to me is already. I got a simple answer for that one.
Which one? The addiction?
Yeah, I'm social for that one.
Okay. All right, we'll bring it up. Okay. Other than drugs, what addiction do you feel is the most harmful to teenagers, especially in this day and age, right? Pornography,
Option 1,
video games,
2,
social media,
3,
or shopping.
and the fizzle.
So what addiction,
All right.
of those, which addiction do you think is the worst to teenagers in this
Okay,
generation?
I'm gonna just go straight up and say social media. Reason I say social media is we've known porn we know already but that's something that's not. You have to kind of most people hide it. It's not just out there in your face everywhere you turn. You get up and you have to hunt it out, kind of thing. Video games, another thing. You sit, you play it. Yes, I'm not saying these can't be addictive, right?
Yep.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying which out of all of them, the most to me is the social media. Video games is another thing that's not. It's out there more than porn, right? It's easier accessible than porn, but you still
Do you think so?
stop Video games?
You think it's more? You think it's easier? Easier
No, okay, let me not say easy.
You have to go out there. You have to
because
purchase
you can
it,
go on an app. No, but I'm saying any type of game. Okay, you're saying video. If you're saying video games like the console video game, I just meant games that are like even on your phone, like app games and stuff. But if we're just gonna talk about video games, okay, it's obviously it's because you have your phone. That's what I'm saying. Like porn. If you're talking about if you're gonna use the phone, then you gotta. I'm implementing games on the phone also, which makes it easy to get to, right? Porn outside of the phone shouldn't be easy to get to as much as video games would be. Because you can go buy a video game at a store. You can't, like, if the store is legit, I'm talking about legit. If you go to a legit store, no, it can't be as easy as a video game, right? I'm not talking about video games that are rated R. I'm just talking about like a simple video game.
I got you.
Right?
I got you.
So,
I just debate on the.
but I'm just saying, they both have their accessibility, yeah, they're probably about the same.
Okay.
Right? Depending on what form you're looking at. On a phone, yeah, it's not hard because there's no real clarification for either. Well, yeah, porn is no clarification. It asks you, and you just click a button. Video games, you can get the free games. It's easy to get to. Free games, yes, fine. But ones you gotta pay for, that's different because you gotta have the credit card and all that on it, right? But free stuff, they're both easy. Shopping, yeah.
Again, detrimental, dangerous.
It is. They all are. What I'm getting to, okay, shopping is dangerous, but again, at some point it stops because money-wise, at a certain point you run out, so then you might end up stealing, which is not shopping, right? But it is detrimental, right? What you're saying. The reason I say social media is because like, everywhere you turn is social media. Everyone bases your status on social media. Like your followers. Oh, how many people you follow? Oh, that's it. Some people, I've heard people may not even want to like date you because your followers are not enough, or you don't have a lot of followers, or people don't want to work with you, or whatever it is, based on your followers or your views or your social media, right? That has become like the status of a person now.
Right.
Porn isn't the status of a person. Video games isn't the status of a person. Shopping isn't the status of, like, social media right now, what we're doing, social media, it's right there in front. There's no porn right now, there's no video games, and we're not shopping, but you got social media. So it's there every second. Everyone follows that.
And it's influential.
It's super influential. It's you pick up your phone and boom.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you go to. Out of these four, the easiest and quickest thing that pops up is social media. Even if you don't want it, it's around you. You turn.
Yeah.
Someone's on their phone, it's social media. Someone might be, everything is social media around you. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's why I say that is it's everywhere. Other stuff, you gotta kind of search it or go to it. Like porn, you kind of look for. Most of the time you turn, porn isn't there. Video games, yeah, you'll see it around, but it's the playing of it that makes it that's detrimental to you.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta play you can sit there and watch, but you'll get up if it's not that interesting. Social media, it's easy to find something interesting on social media. And it's just this. There's no effort, there's no skill, just to be on it. That's all you gotta do. It's everywhere. Right?
And you become so used to it that you don't even know how fast you're flicking, or it becomes so second nature that you're just scrolling, not to look at anything specifically, but just to scroll.
Sometimes
that's the addiction.
Sometimes I'll scroll to like I know I want to come off, but it's like I want to end on something good.
That's right.
Or something that or even something that's like, all right, that's enough now.
But that's an addiction. That's the addiction, right?
Yeah.
If you have to keep on,
it's not an uncontrollable addiction because you do know you need to stop, and you do stop yourself. Like
no, but you're searching.
But
for
I get what you're
something
saying.
until you find it.
No,
why?
Yeah.
I'm not
I get what you're saying. Not
disagreeing.
specifically, but yeah.
Can I do the same thing? I do the same thing, right?
Yeah, not all the time, but I get it. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, then I'll just turn it off or whatever. But it depends. I think it depends. If I've been going through, and I'm like, okay, and it's back and forth. Or like the last few things I've scrolled have been negative. It's just when I come off, it's a lot of things. It's certain things that do that when you want to end on a positive of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if like a song or something, like you're gonna turn it off, it's like, oh, let me turn it off at the positive part. You know, you ain't waiting for something uplifting.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with the social media. I just want to like have something uplifting as the last thing maybe I see, or if I'm going and I'm struggling to find something, then it's just okay. I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
All right,
And sometimes I'll stop until I say, okay, this is just straight stupid.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, okay, this
really
is what we come to, and then that'll make me stop.
Yeah.
But so your number one point, your
To
number
me,
one
social media.
thing would be social media.
Yeah.
All right. Can't disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
100% agree with you on that. To be different, because I think social media is a good choice, but just to give another option, I would actually have to go 1 and 2. One would have to be video games.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I say video, and again, I'm looking at the current and after effects. Obviously, when you're currently addicted to video games and you're in school, so if you're in elementary school or you're in high school or college, university or whatever, and you've been heavily addicted to games, it's hard to separate playing time and being strict or being determined or being disciplined enough to say, I'm gonna put that down and now I'm gonna study, right? I'm even looking at my kids right now, right? And when we give them like say half an hour to play a game, right?
Yeah.
And we say, okay, after that half an hour, after that hour, stop playing. Me and Karen will get sidetracked, right?
Yeah.
They know that the hours pass, but they're still playing, right?
Yeah.
And we see them getting progressively angrier and angrier and angrier once they don't complete a mission. To me, at that point, it's an addiction, right?
Okay.
And it kind of deviates from them wanting to learn or wanting them to study or finishing homework. It almost becomes a primary source of strictly entertainment where they don't watch TV, they don't read a book,
Yep.
they don't go outside to play sports. They'd rather just sit in front of a TV screen and play video games.
Yeah.
And I used to be like that as a kid.
Yeah.
And when you put video games to me above hanging out with your friends, doing anything social, it's hard to take that away. Because I think they said that video games have a way of releasing, I know I'm probably using the wrong terminology here, so forgive me. Endorphins?
Endorphins, yeah,
I
or
think.
something like that.
I may be completely wrong.
Yeah,
Endorphins may mean something.
I know what you're talking about, though. I think I know what you're talking about.
Completely health?
Might be a different word. Yeah,
Or
I think
dopamine,
it is.
dopamine,
Yeah,
whatever
something
they
like
call
that.
it.
Yeah.
It releases some type of thing in your body. It's a chemical.
Yeah.
And that keeps you addicted to playing video games, right? So even after you reach a certain age, when you establish a family in your 20s, you're in your 30s, and the wife is saying, hey, let's go out for dinner, or let's go out to the movies, and you're there stuck playing 2K still, you're stuck playing Madden. That addiction has now followed you from teenage life to full-fledged adulthood.
Yeah.
So that's why I think video games is probably the number one, because that's something that can follow you well into your adult life.
The only thing I'll counter that before you go to number 2 is coming up in our time, yes. The only reason I say now is not, it still can be addiction, but it can be turned something else is because now they got those man's making money off video games, playing video games. If that is what you're playing games to do, like that's your path, like I'm going to be a video gamer where these guys go to like tournaments and they make money.
Oh, of course.
Playing online or online play gamer or whatever. With that now, that's the only reason I'll say it's not detrimental if that's because now you can have a target for game. When we were coming up, we didn't think anything, video games were video games. We didn't think you could make money
Like
playing
this.
video games like this.
Yeah.
If we did, God knows, more mans would have probably geared towards
100%.
video games more,
100%,
right?
yeah.
A little bit more. But that's why I say with that, now you can kind of gear towards that with it. So it could be detrimental if all you're doing is playing and not trying to be a gamer.
Monetary value out of it.
Yeah, and it's actually affecting your life. Like you're not going to work because you're sitting there trying to conquer something where, okay, it's not like you're streaming where you're making money.
Yeah.
Then I can see you missing the job because, I'm making just about as much right now. I gotta.
Listen,
So
there were times where I was late for my shift at McDonald's when I was when I was hold on 17, 18. When I was playing those early PlayStation games,
okay.
like the friggin'
Yeah, that's when
Donkey
it's
Kong,
detrimental.
The
Yeah.
NBA Live.
Yep.
Yo,
That's when it's
I would
detrimental.
actually I wouldn't leave my house until I know I finished a full game. I saved it on the memory card, then I would go to work. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That was when I took video games really serious, right?
What was your second one?
My second one, well, hands down, has to be pornography. You know what I mean? And I feel as if I'm gonna actually disagree with you. I think pornography is more accessible than social media. And the reason why I say that is because you go into a convenience store, they have adult magazines, right? You play games like Grand Theft Auto, there's pornography in that, right?
Okay.
You watch just a regular movie, right? There are scenes of sexuality going on, right?
Okay.
You go on your phone. You may not even be looking at pornography, but there's adult-themed ads that pop up in order to sell whatever they have. They have to sell sexuality, right? So for me, I think when you're shown images or videos of any type of sexuality and you're already watching porn to a certain extent, it becomes detrimental to your growth, both as a human being, as a man, also possibly in your marriage when you want to take things to a next level, right?
No, yeah.
So I think it would be a close second after video games as things that can be detrimental for you after your teenage years that can follow you going forward.
Okay. Now, the reason I'll give you that, and everything you said makes sense. And the only reason I'll still say social media is because 6 years old, 7 years old, I see them on the social media.
Oh, yeah.
They want to be this. They want to be an influencer. You see little kids being marketing on there. They're like either I don't know, they're opening boxes, or do you see them doing these little skits and these family skits and stuff? Like you see families full out doing being YouTubers, or like making whatever their little skits and all that stuff to put out there, and that's showing other kids. Hey, then another kid might see and be like, "Hey, I want to do this," or they think that this is what life is or how life's supposed to be. I'm just saying, with social media, it's the easiest thing out of all of them. Like, yes, you mentioned porn, but it's like, okay, it's a pop-up ad. But before you get to that, I'm already on social media. It implements here and there. There's aspects that are there, right? Like, okay, yeah, females in a bikini, or even a dude in boxers. That could be, you can say that's porn, but it's not porn. It's sexual. Sexualization, yes, that's prevalent and out there. That's probably the same as social media, right? Sexualization of human beings, yes. But that's the only reason I say social media is like that can hit you. Like I can give this phone to our kids, and they know how to function on social media, in a sense. Like the porn may pop up at them, but they're not searching for porn at that age. They don't know about that, but they know social media. They know Instagram, or they know about being on something. They hear about those things. YouTube, they know about YouTube. They don't know about porn at that age. So that's the way it's saying. Social media can implement you at any young age, and it's the easiest thing because it's not blatantly wrong. Porn, blatantly considered wrong. Video games are not blatantly wrong.
That was my point.
Right?
That was my next point.
Video games is blatantly wrong, but it's a separation from life. You do kind of know it's a video game and this is life. Shopping,
but again,
social media is life.
But listen to what you just said.
Yeah.
That's why I would still put video games as number one, because you just said you should be able to differentiate from the two, right? From real life and what's
But I think it's easier for games, though, because you should be able to. No, but that's when you have something wrong with you.
Yeah.
If you really think that this video game is like you can see it's not human. You know it's not a human, but your mind loves this world so much that you think, okay, this is what. But the same with social media, it blends it so much because these are real people, but the life they're showing you isn't necessarily that life, but you think it is, and they're human. They see them so you think I can have this life. All I have to do is be sexy on the gram. That's where I guess the porn comes in, but it's still attached to social media. I think all three of them connect, obviously.
Yeah.
I think all three go together, but I think, like I said, social media is here, and the rest of them either can branch from it or they connect themselves to it in that aspect. But that's why I say social media, it's just so easy to look at and be like, oh, look at this person. They have they don't even have to be sexy, but if they're showing money, your mind now thinks, I gotta do this to make money. I don't have to hide it. I don't have to be scarce about it. Porn, you have to. People don't tell right, oh, I'm a porn star. This is what I'm doing. You hide it.
Yeah, but to a certain extent, and I know this is not for everybody, but to a certain extent, parents, for the most part, can monitor and can put on some firewalls that can restrict their kids from going on certain sites on their phone.
Yeah, and so you can monitor this.
Video games are a little bit more trickier, and this is why I say this, right? For example,
I'll give you the video games over porn. I'll give you that.
No, I put video games over social media too, and this is why video games are a little bit more sneakier, right? For example, I'll bring Grand Theft Auto up again. I know I keep on saying it, but that's just another example, right? When we were 20 odd years ago, I was a big GTA fan, right? Joseph got into it, right? Our son. And he was about 7, 8-ish, right? And we got him the game, right? But there was a point in GTA where they're in a strip club and it's producing pornography, like you see everything, right? Obviously, if you're a parent that just says, oh, it's just a video game, you don't really know the ins and outs of what that video game entails. But you're just getting it for your child because you're just thinking, oh, it's a fun video game to play. Not knowing that there's adult themes, there's pornography in this video game. Once they have the video game and you're not around, you can't really monitor your child and say, you know what, that's a bad game to play. Whereas social media, there's so much firewalls or so much restrictions that you can put on. Like I can put a restriction on Snapchat or Instagram, and my daughter can't go on there, right? So that's why I still.
But what I'm saying is, you can do that with video games too. I get you going, but nowadays there's ratings on games and stuff. That's you as a parent. If you don't want to check the games and all of that, that's on you. That's not on the video game maker. They marketing, they make it, and they know kids want to buy it. But again, that's not on. If I'm the video game maker, I'm making the game for these, and I'm telling you it's 18 plus. It's rated R.
But you know where it's going though.
But that's the thing. That's not my. Then basically you're telling me don't make the product because you can't control who. You can't control who buys it. You put in the labels is telling them, listen, this is who it's for. Now you have to stop your child from getting it. It's not on me because it basically don't make the product because there's lots of stuff you can't control who gets. Anything we say it's for this person, you can't stop it. If there's a product for a female, deodorant, and a male wants to go and buy it, they can buy it, even though you told them. So what, now they're going to stop making female products because, anyone can get to it? But that's what I'm saying with the social media, it's just so, it doesn't even have to be anything like that. Social media is basically anything. Like you can restrict Instagram, but like, it could just be, someone can have a profile on, I don't know, trying to use kids' example, okay? You can restrict YouTube, but okay, YouTube Kids, okay? You assume YouTube Kids is gonna be the safest thing, right? And it may not even be an adult on there, but it could be what these kids are saying. And these kids could be saying stuff to encourage the kid. And again, you wouldn't look nothing of it because it's another human being. It's not like an electronic person or like a robot or something where you can specifically tell your child, hey, it's a robot. You know that's not real, but it's a person. Like they'll be like, hey, this is a real kid. They're a kid just like me and they get to do this. How come I can't, daddy or mommy? How come we don't do this? Because video games, you can explain more. Like, look, this person is killed, they got back up, but in real life, you can't do that. Doesn't happen. You can give examples. Social media is real life. So for you to kind of explain something to a kid and show them the difference, it's harder because it's really happening.
It's real people.
But
I see what you're
the
saying.
way it goes about happening, they don't see that. They just assume, oh, this kid has a bunch of toys. I want to do the same thing and all that, but they don't know it goes.
What goes
The
behind
parents got to go make money. They got to
That's right.
work to do this and do that. So it will
So that
mess-
expectation is unattainable, pretty much.
it's attainable. It's unattainable, but to a kid, it seems more obtainable because it's realistic. Like they see it happen. This person really does have the money. A video game, I shut it off. You're not seeing that person again unless, I guess, if you show an ad for the game, but it's not it's not a human.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I say it. I'm not knocking you with the video games. Yes, they freaking are influential and they can, especially if they get you young. Yes, and you don't know the difference and stuff. Yeah, it can get to you.
Yeah.
But I just say social media just because it's not even really a blur with real life. It is real life. It's just
see your
blurring how these people got what they got.
Yeah, I see your point. But we should rank that. So where do you guys rank the most dangerous addiction to our younger
Or if
generation
you have
right
something
now?
else
If
that
you have something
you
else,
didn't put up,
list
hey.
it. Yeah. But it's a scary world that we live in when education isn't the addiction. You know what I mean? Like getting a diploma isn't an addiction. Getting that degree isn't the addiction. For some, it probably is. Working hard.
Oh yeah, there's people.
Lots of people learning is an addiction.
It is an addiction for them.
But
And
unfortunately,
that could be
yes,
detrimental if you're not using what you get.
that's right.
If you're just going and learning, but you're not applying it, it can hurt you. All right, and last but not least, best dance party environment. So the best environment to have a dance party. Now, we know there's plenty, but the three we put up here are club, basement, old school. So like, when man beat down the furnace, bop, 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 bop. Can you hear the tune?
Yep.
And backyard barbecue. Those are just three. And we know there's other ones that you can have, but out of those three, what do you think is the best dance party environment? Now, I know you can be specific, or there could be more. You can get more in depth with it, right? Because what are we talking? Like just like room to dance and be able to like
Environment.
show off your moves and all that.
Everything.
Because if you need the room and all that, obviously, to me it would be no. The only reason I would say it could be a club is that would hold more people. Not necessarily give you more room, it just holds a lot of more people. So if you have a limited people, a club can give you room. The only reason a basement, not really. Basements are always usually small, unless you're like a balling person. Right?
You can still muscle some
apartments,
basement.
basement of jams we would go to is usually just a regular house. So there was more whining and grinding than the dancing that would go on there. Backyard, maybe, because backyard's spread out. It's usually, you usually have a small amount of people dancing, so you get the room. But the best environments to like, for dancing, probably basement.
Basement.
I probably gotta go. I know club is easy to say because that's what you're supposed to do at the club. You drink too, but basement you drink. But when you're in the basement, it's a chop a ting, or girls trying to get a guy and you dance up with them, and that's what you're trying to pull. Like that's. That's your main thing. Go in there, pull a ting, and just dance.
A basement is a more intimate setting.
Yeah. That's what it should have been. Was a more intimate dance setting would be basement. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Just a dance party would be a club. Obviously, party. You want a big room. You know what I mean? Like space to party and dance. Then I give the club. Backyard, I think, is more like a intimate and interactive.
Yeah.
Like you get a little food, and then you have a little jam going, and But I have to say basement.
You got basement?
To wrap it up, on my end for that, best, house party. God.
Yeah,
Basement, like just the house, like you go anywhere in the house and still dance
Yeah.
and still be intimate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then you also have to entertain, right? If you're a host, you got to entertain the people that are coming to your basement or a house party. So it's not like the club where you don't have to entertain anybody, right?
you do it though, because if I've done
If
told
I'm
you
at a
it's
club,
just
I don't
a,
entertain anybody.
well,
Everybody's
if
for
you
their
got
own.
the music, there's your entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the entertainment. Your music, and if I have some juice, whatever, that man get some juice or a keg or whatever it is, and yeah, there you go. That's your vibes. I don't have to entertain. You're not going anywhere. That's the only thing with the house parties, yeah, you don't want people roaming all through the place.
True.
Right? If they're roaming all through it, that's the thing. But if you're respectable enough, you have it locked back, boxed off properly your house, however you want, and have it contained. Yeah, man, you can put 2 and 3 together, man.
You can.
Basement,
you can.
backyard jam.
You can, but it's
Right?
yeah. I think for me it depends on. It's all about age, right?
Well, yeah.
That's an important thing.
Oh, see, that's a
So,
fact.
so I looked at it like an age thing, right? So I am good. Me and him, we're the nostalgic crew. Like whatever it is, whatever we're talking about, it's always we prefer the back in the day. So
That's
for
just what
me,
we know.
again, keeping with that theme, I would have to say like you would have to be the basement, old school, banging on the furnace, banging on the walls. That's my number one spot. But again, it goes back to age. So for me, as we were younger, basement, house party, like you said. Then you graduated to a little bit. You want to do the club thing.
Because you have age.
Yeah.
That's the also thing why you did the
Yeah.
basements, because you
can't-
weren't
you
old
can't
enough to go to clubs.
That's right.
That was your only choice.
Or Club 108, which was all ages. But nobody went to-
Yeah, if your school had a jam, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, a school dance, yes. But parties, yeah, it was basement,
Basement
until you
num-
got to
basement
club
number
level,
one.
yeah.
Club would be number 2. And then as
At
you
this
reach,
age right now, we
as
want
you
those
reach
bikes.
arthritis and back pain, which I experienced the last couple of days, barbecue in the backyard, and you just see me in the corner not doing nothing, just eating my food,
And you
drinking
know-
my Heineken and my Guinness, watching the vibes, watching the girl. We're good. I'm good to go. Right?
And that leads into, are we putting the 23rd up there?
Which is a good segue.
I just want to make sure.
Which is a good segue.
Speaking of backyard barbecues,
We're going to be hosting a barbecue on August the 23rd. I'll give you the link for
should be an
details.
invite only.
Invite only, but we're going to do a live podcast at that point in time. We're going to have lots of guests, hopefully putting in their opinions. We're going to have a load of topics to talk about, and it'll be fun. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. It'll be nice and sunny. I'm looking forward to 40 degrees on August the 23rd.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Anything
know.
less will
I don't
be...
want it too hot.
No,
Mash up
we live
equipment
in
and
Canada,
stuff.
like I always say, I welcome 40 degrees and above any day, every day. All right? But yeah, look out for that August 23rd barbecue, WAWG, all we got. But yeah, for me, it would definitely have to be the basement, old school, banging on the furnace. Hands down. And also, you can't really get punked in a basement, old school, if you're trying to bubble on a girl, right? You can't really.
You're punked
They'll feel bad. Right? They don't want to embarrass in front of all your friends.
You can get punked anywhere, but yeah, it might not.
At a club, it's you don't. The likelihood of you knowing as much people is low as opposed to
and
as opposed to you being rejected with the people that you invited to your.
But you're
backyard
hoping
party.
that the people that are in the basement, like you're all cool, where it's like, all right.
I mean, you're there.
It's a welcome environment.
It's a welcome environment.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, this person's cool. You know, you could
The likelihood
do a
of you getting-
1-2 little dance.
The likelihood of you getting snubbed is less likely than if you were in a club.
Right? For sure. Yeah.
Not to say that I was ugly now. Back in the day when I was in my dance on, I was in my robot days, I was getting rejected. You know what I mean? I still had the light skin and you know, the
I
complexion
was
to go
more
with it.
focused on trying to be the DJ. So
I mean, but-
I'm not saying I did go to my parties, but yeah, I wanted to be my ear was totally different from what they were listening to. I'm listening to the DJ the whole time.
you could do that. But if the DJ was...
It's just that's like unwillingly. Like I'm not trying to, but it's just, you know, that's your ear. You're gonna hear what he's doing. You're gonna hear what's being played. You're gonna hear.
People go to these club settings for a different reason. You can go there to just hang out with friends.
Yeah.
You can go to the dance.
It's all of it.
You can go there just to listen to the DJ play tunes. You can go there just for the girls.
Yeah,
or if
it's
you're a
all of
girl,
it.
you can go there just for the guys. Whatever the case may be, right? But for me, I think just a close environment, the music blaring, the wall shaking, the ceiling shaking, everybody's in a good vibe. I would have to go to the basement as number one. Number one.
All right.
Any random topics at the top of your head you want to get over?
I think we added those two. I think we're good.
All right.
I think that was good. That was good on the randoms. We'll get them ready for the next episode.
Yeah.
But I want to give a little shout out to a couple areas that some of our top city little supporters here. We like to. I know people don't always give numbers and all that, but we're starting out. We want to just give the people who are giving us some support now. You know what I mean?
That have been giving us some support from time too.
Yeah, Toronto, Saga, Brampton's been up there, and I think Vaughan has now moved in there. I don't know if last time they were on there, but there's a small amount, but their shout out. Used to live out in Vaughan a little bit too. Actually, the only one here, no. You sure it's what we call Toronto? Rexdale's Toronto?
Rexdale.
consider-
I don't know. I always consider Rexdale a town on its own. I never really considered it Toronto or Etobicoke. Rexdale is just a little town on its own.
Countries, obviously Canada is a big one. We got the states up in there. Shout out to our states. And no matter what we say, guys,
We love you guys.
You know what I mean?
We're all
It's
one
all
continent.
Also, UK, we got a little bit out in the UK. Got to come out there too.
There's some cheese and crackers.
And hey, before it was India, for some reason. I know I got a little bit of it in my family, but they've been replaced
By who?
by the Francois.
By
the
French?
French.
By the French?
France. There's a
Shout out.
small person. I don't know how.
listen.
It must be the English speakers out there, but
I
hey.
know it's two different countries, but shout out to my French-speaking people. You got your boy here from Quebec. You know what I mean? LaSalle, Montreal.
So they like laugh at
You know what I
Quebec.
mean? Je m'appelle Crosby Brown.
Oh, wow. He remembered. And our age ranges, hey, it's actually, the top two are pretty close. So we're kind of from the 25 to 44.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Our top is 35, 44, which is our base range. That's what we're in. Well, at least for another year. Year or two.
Maybe should we increase that to?
I know.
I was gonna
But
say,
hey, our
we're touching 50 in a few years, brother.
that's the lowest.
Really?
45, 54, yeah, which is fine. Wait, man, it's still double digits in the
You
percentage.
got to start bringing up some geriatric topics.
Shout out to all the supporters and all that. Even the females. We got some female supporters. Hey, man, I know you only see guys up here a lot, but it's open. We want the females on here. We will get some more on here to give those opinions.
That's right.
Give the other side of the story. We don't only want to hear our side, right? So if what we're saying is, hey, guys, why do you always talk like that? No.
And even if
Come out here. Say your piece.
Even if you're on your monthly, ladies, just come on and let it out.
Bro,
You know
we're
what I mean?
trying to draw them in.
Let it out. You know what I mean? If you want to,
Not push them away.
if you want to come on all pissed and all angry because you're having that type of month issue, come on, let it out, let it loose. Let it loose. We're all here. We're here for the fire.
And direct all your anger towards him when you're on here, eh?
Listen, Teflon Don. I can take it. I'm good.
Shout out. Business cards.
That's right. And again, for all those people that are spending today is a holiday.
Yes.
You know what? I keep forgetting. I keep getting
It's not a
mixed up
stat, but it is a civic holiday.
honestly, civic labor. I always get those two mixed up.
Hey,
Yeah.
as long as I'm off,
As
that's
long as
all that
I'm not-
matters.
that's all that matters. But for all of you guys that are enjoying the beautiful weather today,
Yes.
if you're gonna go out, do some barbecuing, do some fishing.
No matter what you do, be
No matter what
safe.
you're doing, be safe. And we want to see you guys here tomorrow, the next day after, the next weekend, next year, and so forth and so on.
Let's show you how our old brains work. What's supposed to be our line now? What's our new saying?
I got amnesia within the last. What is it again? What was it again?
We'll
Say
figure
the
it
first
out.
line. Say the first line. I got the second
I'm
one.
struggling here.
Say the first one, and I got the
The
second
one
one.
that we got earlier, the line that we came up with earlier.
TJ, come on, rewind. What was the line that we got earlier? If it ain't broke, don't
No.
fix it. That wasn't it?
No, it was
We all we got podcast.
We'll just leave it at that for now.
That wasn't it?
No, that's our complete sign off. But the shirt we're gonna make.
Oh, the shirt we're gonna make. Oh, it was It was,
I'll remember it when we're not remembering.
if you are gonna pass away, make sure that you pass away on top of your spouse. Best feeling in the world. Is that what we're gonna say? No?
That's number 2 now.
That was number 2?
We'll make it a second one. We'll figure out the first one again anyway.
If you pass away on your spouse, you know you've done a good job. Nah, I won't keep that out. X-rated.
Yeah, once we come off, I'll remember it. But yeah, but our main saying is, we're here, we're for people, because we're all we got.
Shout out to the behind the screens director, TJ.
Director, photographer, editor,
Effect.
everything.
All right, so this is another episode. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you later. Until then, we all we got.
Yeah.
Peace. We need an outro music, though.
We need it. We have it on the thing. We want to do it live? That's the only thing. All right, it's on film. He edits it in.
Is it every episode we
Yeah.
have that?